this is the new Passdown/downtime report. We combined the two into one, so there's one place to report everything production related. This is the dashboard, so this is the front page, if you will. Down here you see all the different reports that have been submitted, and up here you should see the total reports, the downtime events that's been logged, which are all the times we've been down. When was the last report submitted, which shift was it, and then there's some graphics on the extractions and the downtime we've seen. We still have a little bit of work to do on this, but that's where you will see that type of statistics. Over here, you can open and close it. So this will take you to the dashboard, and this will take you to a new report. Just to go back, you could also access a new report from up here. So over here or here. So this is the first page out of 6. See up here. And this post-production checklist will probably be recognizable for most people. So this is where you click if you've had any deviations, if you've received all the NutriMeal tags, and you've reviewed all the batch records. So you fill in your shift, date, and then shift. Let's say day. And what this does is it loads automatically all the downtime that's been registered on this shift. Then you click next, and you will see this specific downtime event here. The time, duration, area, asset, reason code is unknown because you have to enter that manually as a description of where it happened. And to do that, you click here. It opens up this event. You can change everything in here. And for the area, there are 3 different areas you can choose. So it's unit operations, which is our production process. So dryer, evaporator, distillation as examples. You have utility, which are the utilities we use, and other, which is related to SCADA, HMI, or any other issues that doesn't fit into any of the other categories. So let's select unit operations as an example. Here you see the different choices you have. So let's say dryer, reason code is connected to the asset, and so you will then be able to choose one of these 4 or other if it's not related to any of them. So let's say vacuum, and then in the description you enter what was the issue. So we lost vacuum. So if you click on your buttons on your keyboard, the arrows, it will cycle through. So that's what I did right now by mistake. So unit operations, dryer, vacuum, description, we lost vacuum. Now in the description, it's really important to be detailed, because the more detail you provide on the issue, the better it is for us moving forward to be able to use that information to solve problems in the future. So if it happens again, it's nice to be able to access the information and see, oh, this is what the issue was, and then you say, what was the solution? So it'd be nice to explain what was done, but also if the action is to alert the maintenance team, for instance, then that's also an action that you can write in here. So you could either say um, no, reported it to maintenance. They did X, Y, Z. And then down here, you have two options. So you can say either this was part of a shutdown, so it's a planned downtime, or it's redundant, so it's happened before, or it's like a duplicate or something like that. Or you just don't click any of them, and then it's unplanned downtime, something happened that we had to fix. So then you update the event. You see here it populates. If you want to add an event that's not here, then you can click on this, and then you get the same type of format, but you would have to then do the time. So here, let's say 5:45. It's another 12 hours, which probably doesn't make sense, but let's say nitrogen, regulator, the regulator didn't work, we fixed it. I would write more than I do, because that's not a great explanation, but you get the point. You add it here, so then you have 2, then you continue to the next. This is production related, so same as you see today in the report you're filling out. So the start filling batch number, end filling batch number, the number of extractions. So in this one, you will always get a 0 before the number, but that is fine. You can also use these ones if you want to just say. Then fill tank fill level at shift change, any batch related comments. The heavy phase sample spin test results. So here it's one of the 3. And then there's a comment section here. So let's say you passed, but you had some issues, then you can write it in here so that we can keep a log of all the things that does happen that is not really reflected in a pass if there was an issue. And then if you don't fill in some of these fields, then you will get an alert here. You can still continue. Here you can do the samples that you've selected or taken. You can go to the last one, which is the health, safety, and environment one. So if you've had any issues, you toggle this, you select the issues you've had, and then you describe it. So there was a spill due to an explosion, which is a very unlikely scenario, but that's, where you write what happened. So then click on that, and then you get to the summary of your report. So event 1, event 2, which area was, what you filled in. Here's the production related, samples taken, shows you how many. This is the health, safety, and environment one. And then if you're happy with it, you click submit report. You get a success. It takes a little bit of time to populate, not a lot, but then you see here's your report. You submitted it now for this shift. So, and then you can look at the details of your report if you want to see. And this is also just a summary page. You can go into the details, samples, total downtime, production. You can edit the report, which is not recommended unless you want to add more information. And then you go back to the main page. You see here we have 28, and that's kind of it, but you also have the option here to change the color scheme, so you can go light and dark if you prefer that. And yeah, that's it.